Hello, and welcome to the 19th in an unknown number of podcasts. Regular listeners to this podcast will know that today is Fun Fact Friday. But before I begin with the questions, just a reminder that we are approaching the end of the Easter holiday. After this weekend, we'll be going in inverted commas back to school, which does mean that teachers will once again be setting work on Microsoft Teams for students to complete. So it may be worth thinking over this weekend about going back to some routines, reminding ourselves of whatever we'd set up before the holiday. Perhaps we were using our timetables as a guide to remember what lessons we were doing. You may have sorted out some space or area where you were doing your written work. You may have siblings in the household as well, and you've come to an agreement or an arrangement with who is using or sharing the laptop at whatever point. So it might be worth over this weekend to think back to what we were doing before the Easter holiday and gradually trying to put those routines back into place. A reminder that some people suggested and found it helpful to be wearing either school uniform or different clothes while they were doing their school work, and then changing into something else while they're then reading or playing computer games or watching TV or whatever else it is that people are doing during the lockdown. So on Monday, work begins again. Work will be set on Microsoft Teams and we'll be going, like I say, in inverted commas, back to school. So on to the questions for Fun Fact Friday. Once again, I have some questions from Mr. Barber, Mr. Foster and Dr. Britton, and I've added a couple of my own at the end as well. So the first question from Mr. Barber. Funnels on steamships allowed smoke, heat and excess steam to leave the boiler rooms. How many of these funnels did RMS Titanic have? Funnels on steamships allowed smoke, heat and excess steam to leave the boiler rooms. How many of these funnels did RMS Titanic have? The second question from Mr. Foster. What 8-letter word can be made from using just 3 letters? What 8-letter word can be made from using just 3 letters? The next question from Dr. Britton. Who or what completes this sequence? Winston Churchill, Jane Austen, J.M.W. Turner. Who or what completes this sequence? Winston Churchill, Jane Austen, J.M.W. Turner. Now, he reliably informs me that there are 2 valid answers to this sequence. The next question. An 11-letter word has had the same first and last 3 letters removed. So we have blank, 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 E-R-G-R-O, blank, blank, blank. The missing letters are in the same order. What is the word? So an 11-letter word has had the same first and last 3 letters removed. Blank, 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 E-R-G-R-O, blank, blank, blank. The missing letters are in the same order. What is the word? Now, for clarification, let's say if you think the missing letters are C-A-N, then you would have C-A-N at the beginning and C-A-N at the end. Now, Kana Grow Can is not the word. That was just an example. Okay, so the first 3 and the last 3 letters are the same and in the same order. And finally, what do the following words have in common? Banana, grammar, potato, revive, uneven, and voodoo. I'll say those again. What do the following words have in common? Banana, grammar, potato, revive, uneven, and voodoo. I will say you'll need to think outside the box with that last one, and it may help if you're watching and listening on YouTube to take a look at the screens so you can see them, or maybe even just to write them down, but you do need to think outside the box. So those are the questions for Fun Fact Friday. Answers, as always, will be revealed on Monday, and a reminder that on Monday we are back to school. So until then, be kind, take care, and stay safe.